I got the roof up. Look at this headspace. I'm sitting as max as I could, and I'm lounged back a little bit. I got plenty of headspace. I don't have to like drive with a kink in my neck, what I did with the R8 like this. Even the AMG GT, I had to like kind of adjust myself a little bit, and my knees are cramped into the dash. This, like, I'm fully square. Like, I'm good. Like, I could drive a nice road trip and not complain about anything. The seats are super comfortable. There's plenty of space. You're at a good arm distance that you got a good bend in your elbows. Like, you could go for a while. There's no issue in this car when it comes to comfort and, you know, whether or not you could go a long distance. You can definitely go a long distance in this car. You can definitely do a road trip, have a fun cruise on a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning and just kind of cruise the streets, you know, hit the back roads a little bit. It's a car that, with your spouse, they can be comfortable. Because mine, scared of the AMG GT and the Corvette and the Audi R8. With this, your passenger can be comfortable, and they're not scared of every little, like, it doesn't kick you back as much. But it has potential. There's potential for it to do that. But you can easily just take a nice cruise and not worry about being punched in the back of the head with every shift or anything. It's very smooth. It's fast. On normal mode, you know, the shifting's a little sluggish. But when you put it on Sport Plus, it's instant. It's like boom, boom, boom. And it's like it high revs a little bit more than it usually does in normal mode, which is probably the comfort mode. But it rides incredible, man. And there's so much room. I can't get over how much I'm really enjoying this car. There's plenty of room. I could lounge out. I can move the steering wheel everywhere. And the tech, if you look at the tech here, it's so responsive. You know, boom, boom, go to phone, go to car, climate control. It's fast. So let me go back to the nav and move the map around. Like, it moves around. It's not, you're so used to being in these sports cars that the tech is garbage. You know, you're spending all this money. Yeah, it's for the motor. It's for the experience. We want the new tech stuff too. And everything being digital, it's so smooth. Look how quick you just kind of scroll through everything. Like, I felt like the Audi was a little bit sluggish and you only had that one screen. I like having this entertainment system here in the front too. It's just way more techy in this car, but it's not complicated. It's very easy, and there's buttons. I'm loving that there's buttons. The steering wheel is perfect. It's not huge. It's not too thick. It's just like, you just grip it nice. I was told in my comments to check out the 911. And I was so anti-911 because I feel like that's an older man's car. It's, you're retired, that's the car you get, you cruise around, and that's the only people I see in. But it makes sense, because this car has everything you want or need. It's super comfortable. It's got a nice little tone to it, but not the tone that would like annoy you after a ride. It's not just in your ear like nagging at you. It's a nice crisp sound, and you can punch it if you want. And I was funny because I would see interviews with Jerry Seinfeld, and he said, "Oh, when you're in a Porsche, you look straight ahead and you just see the road coming at you. You just look down and you see the road." I know what he's talking about now. When you look straight ahead, that's all you see is the road, and you're so low to the ground that you're just like in it. You just connected to the road, and where you want it to go, you go. You know what I mean? It just feels good. You feel connected. And now I know what he's talking about. It has that little swoop with the hood. You just feel like you're well grounded. You're just driving, and it's just everything's just going by. You're just more connected with the road and the whole driver's experience. It's an amazing car. It's not bouncy. The AMG GT, I could feel a wad of gum when I was driving, you know, which is great if you're racing or whatever, but if you're just cruising, it made it for an uncomfortable ride. But with this, you feel every little crack in the road, but it's not the feeling of it punching you in your butt when you're going over it. The AMG GT would punch you in the ass every time you went over a bump. This, even in Sport Plus, you can feel a crack, but it doesn't let you know, like, hey, oh, by the way, that was a little pothole you hit. That was a little crack in the road. It's more comfortable. It kind of goes through it a little easier. It doesn't make for a rough ride. Like, you know, your hips aren't hurting when you get out of that. The AMG GT, my hips hurt when I got out of there. It was a little too snug. I'm a bigger guy, you know, I'm 6'4", 300 pounds. And I'm really amazed this car fits me as well as it does. I never expected the Porsche to be that good, the 911 to be that good. You hear it and you don't believe it because it's usually like 5'5" old guys that, you know, they're retired. You're not really pushing it. But this car is capable, man. This car is so capable. One carry-on, 2 carry-ons, bag. And a bunch more. All the camera stuff are in the back seat already, so we're good. Oh, just like that. C8's probably fits more. Has more cargo space than the 911, but this is a close second when it comes to cargo space. It's perfect, man. Nav system here. If you go into, usually they're all sluggish and like laggy, but this guy moves so quickly compared to most sports cars or supercars like tech system. And you have it like, as soon as like you're pulled away from the screen, it senses that you come closer to it. Like, let me just scroll through here again. I hope it doesn't. See how it goes away, right? If I just get close to it, boom, it knows I'm there. Like, I'm like maybe 6 inches from there, and it already knows I'm there. I don't know what it is, but like it senses that you're in the area. Like, boom, it knows I'm there. I'm gonna let it go away again. Right? It goes away. I'm gonna go in. Boom. But that's like 6 inches, right? I don't know. You know what I mean? It all counts, but you know what I mean? But man, this tech is phenomenal. Look at this nav system, man. It's so detailed. Everything in here. Boom. Fast. Boom. Fast. Boom. Boom. Let me turn off the music. Boom. Like, there's nothing like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but what I'm touching, but you can link all your devices. Has everything that you could possibly need. All the key creature comforts, man. It's all in here. And then display for the drivers. Awesome, man. Got your volume here. Everything on the steering wheel is everything that you really need. It's not over techy. You know what I mean? You're not overloaded or bombarded with a bunch of random crap on your steering wheel. The paddle shifters, I wish were a little larger. Maybe, you know, extended another inch or two, you know, just so they feel bigger and they're there. But then again, if you do that, it covers where you're looking at. It covers up your tack. So maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But I love that it's solid. It's metal. This whole car is phenomenal. I love the inside. And the top is perfect. And I have to admit, you know, the inside, it's not carbon fiber, right? But I honestly, this is a little more plasticky, you know, it's the base model 911. You're paying for the motor, but the inside is, I like this too though. I think carbon fiber is a little overrated nowadays. I think everything you use and everything you touch is carbon fiber, so like everything, it's getting boring to me, you know what I mean? Maybe some brushed aluminum, like I would change the inside a little bit, but I love the black interior. I don't think I would get any other color besides black, because, you know, everything gets dirty and everything, but the inside is everything I need. I love the buttons, love everything. The inside is great, and I got plenty of room. This is an all-around amazing vehicle. I love it. I love it. You love it. I love it. You love it. I love it. I understand why Porsche is so like admired and is always top notch. The tech by far is the best, and I think the steering wheels are heated. I don't know why this guy is warm. I don't know if that's a feature or if it's a, I know nothing about this car. I just got it yesterday. And then you can turn this guy off. You can kind of hear it in the background. Silent. Oh, it's quick though. But I'm loving his actual buttons. There's not many sensors or anything. Everything's just physical buttons. And your steering wheel's not overloaded, so you're not gonna get confused or anything or accidentally hitting any buttons. The shift paddles are a little small, but they're metal. They're nice and they're solid. You know what I mean? They're not plasticky or feel flimsy or anything. They're nice. And you have all your drive modes. Right? You got your sport, you got your normal, you got your wet, you got your individual and sport plus. My favorite is sport plus. I think if I dialed in a little bit with the individual setting, it would be fine. Because I can customize it, but since I'm only renting it for 2 days, it gives me the gist of what I need to do. The camera system in this thing is amazing. Park in my usual spot, so we started. For you big guys, it's super easy to get in and out of this thing. It's not super deep like the AMG GT was. Again, I have the same cup from last time, same size. And you see, it's not as deep, right? It's not as deep as the AMG GT was. Woo! This car is it, man. This car checks all the boxes. All right, let's get the roof up real quick. You'll see how fast that takes. Seconds, what, 10 seconds maybe? Oh, you're in and out. This car is phenomenal, man. It's everything you need, man. 911. Can't go wrong, baby. Woo. I'm excited to go out again. All right, let's get this Carrera S on the road and see what's performing.